Hi everybody, welcome back to Movie Related. Well, we decided to jump on the bandwagon and we are watching the #1 show in the world right now, Squid Game. What? How is a series called Squid Game the #1 show on Netflix in the world right now? And not only that, I bet you have no idea what Squid Game is. Because I didn't. Well, we'll tell you right after this. Bangkok! I was watching this before I knew it became popular. Because...
I did Squid Game before Squid Game was cool.
That's right. Because this is actually the kind of, shows I like. I like those over-the-top foreign films that are eliminating people, that are ultra-violent. There's that one out there where it's all school children, and they bring them, like high school children, they bring them to an island, and they slowly eliminate each other there. That was the first one to come out.
Like Lord of the Flies?
No, but this was like super gory.
Okay.
Show.
It's kind of like Korean Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I watch those kind of shows. So I'm watching this and
He's also into snuff films.
yeah. Wait, stay tuned for the review. This is right up my alley, but how about you guys? What did you think about Squid Game?
No shortage of violence.
I thought it was great.
Why don't you give us a rundown of what it's about so that they know what it's about?
Well, first, I'm kind of surprised that all of a sudden there's this Korean Hollywood that's emerging that I don't mind their movies.
Yeah, a couple of them now.
So Parasite was pretty good.
Yeah.
And this one, well, I thought this was even better than Parasite.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a bunch of financial rejects. They don't know how to manage their money. They owe a lot.
They're gambling.
They owe more than they could possibly
Gambleraholics.
ever pay back.
Yeah, their life is over because when the bills come due, people are going to collect and they're done. But all of a sudden they get this mysterious card saying, hey, come here and if you win this competition, you're going to win all this money. More money than you can possibly imagine.
Billions.
Yeah, so 400 people take them up on this offer. They go to a mysterious island. They can't see where they're going. It's all secret. And they have to go in competitions, play a series of 6 different games. It's process of elimination. Sometimes you lose 100 people in one go. Sometimes you lose just a few. But at the end, there's only going to be one.
Right.
And it's voluntary. Because these guys said, hey, take a vote. You don't want to play? You don't want to take the chance of getting killed? It's voluntary. Go think about it. But the people who want to play come back.
Yes.
And so they're accepting the consequences.
Yeah.
Right.
Now they don't tell you it's only going to be one. They say it will be shared amongst everybody, whoever survives the 6 games. Mm-hmm. So they think, well, there could be 50 of us that'll get a share of that billions of dollars worth of money.
But it slowly dawns on them at the end.
Yeah, well, the games are designed to
eliminate
one game.
many people.
One game is in particular is designed to eliminate 50% of the competition, and then the next one eliminates 50% of the competition. So
now these games are not like challenging games; they're kids' games. The first game was red light, green light.
Yeah, and that's kind of like the genius of this show. Mm-hmm. It's childhood games done violently,
done very dark,
and it's really. The visuals in this game, the costumes that they design, the staircases, the way they keep everybody. Every time there's elimination, they remove bunk beds, and at one point you see there's 3 bunk beds on top of each other, and by the end there's just 5 on the ground kind of thing. And then that first red light, green light, there's this giant doll on this big field, and it's puppy, happy-go-lucky doll. Hi, everybody. Be all cutesy voice and everything. We're going to play red light, green light. And people start running. And they go, red light. And people go, and they freeze. But some people are moving. And all of a sudden, one person goes down. And
Snipers.
Everybody freaks out. They just start running to the back door.
Trying to escape this room, which they can't do. But they're all moving.
Yeah.
And so the motion sensors on this doll's her eyes, and you can see the eyes going nuts, just recording everybody who's moving, and there's just sharpshooters everywhere, taking
Yeah.
out all the players.
And at one point, they don't tell you what the games are going to be. So they're going to say, break up in teams of 2. And so you go, oh my God, what do I do? Do I take someone who's big and buff and strong so they can help me win one of those kinds of games? Or do I pick somebody who's slender? Because what happens if we need agility or something like that? And you don't know.
Do I pick my friend? I want to team up with my best friend. That's what I want to do. And then you turn out it's a one-on-one competition and you're going to eliminate that person.
So you don't know what to do. It's just all luck almost.
Yeah.
And then they had there was that little subplot with the organ harvesting operation in the basement.
the whole spy system. There's all these subplots going on, and the family relationships, and people know each other. They automatically, this is a bad guy, the big buff bad guy. He's a bad guy, and this girl, she's very sneaky and backstabby, and this guy's a nice guy, but he's an idiot, and all this kind of stuff. So you're intrigued, and you think, oh, these guys are going to survive, and then nope. They're gone.
Like I'll say, there wasn't a lot of depth or character building in the characters. Like there wasn't a lot of depth in these characters.
But you knew exactly their personalities.
You knew what to expect.
Yeah.
Okay, so I found a metaphor in this. Did you guys see any kind of messages?
Don't play games unless you know you can win.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mark's not in our trivia anymore.
What would your metaphor that you read into this?
I saw this as, like, if you dig deep, I said, this is the soldier experience in, like, state-sponsored wars. Like, you got the enlisting, and they're going in there for pride and glory with some kind of legacy payoff, and you have the rigid structure of everything, but it's all a bunch of corporate, wealthy people. They don't care what happens to you or who you play or whatever, as long as there's a war going on and it benefits them. And the PTSD and the realization that, well, that the payoff wasn't worth it. Now I know that the whole system is rigged and it's all garbage. It's not what I thought it was. So I saw it as being a big commentary on state-sponsored war.
Okay.
I just saw it as a commentary on society, like rich people controlling
on the surface, yeah.
controlling.
Yeah,
The
for the
everyday
simplistic
class.
people, that's exactly what they expect you to see.
Well, I didn't go down the rabbit hole and start thinking international intrigue sponsored warship
Okay, for the sophisticated individuals,
or the ones who like to go down that rabbit hole in every topic we talk about. It's gone to this side now. Normally it's on this side.
What?
I don't know which way to look.
you'll see. If you watch the series, you'll see.
And I do recommend you watch the series. Give it a try.
I would say watch it. It's
It's very visual, and it's an intriguing story, and you're kind of like rooting along for people. The ending for me was a little weak, but they had to set up a sequel.
Yeah, it's 9 episodes. They're an hour long, so prepare to sink 9 hours of your life into this. But
And it's not like reading 9 hours of subtitles, because they have some decent dubbing
Yeah.
going on.
I had no problem with the dubbing, like the voiceovers at all on this.
I tolerated it.
Yeah.
It wasn't great, but
Well-
I tolerated it.
Well, put it this way. I watched the whole thing in one
Korean.
night. In one night.
Did you? That's a long night.
Yep. I started at 5 and I finished it when it finished.
Okay.
And so it kept my interest that long. So that was a good thing. It almost lost me at the end. And you'll see why when you watch the episode. We won't spoil that for
They're
you.
long episodes.
Yeah.
They're hour long.
The games were fun though.
Binge watching is kind of difficult. I would have liked this to be like The Mandalorian, coming out week after week.
Yeah. Apparently everybody in the world loves this. So if you haven't seen it yet, I'm surprised. And give it a shot. So what would you give this as a series?
7.5.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with that.
I'm going to go with an 8. I thought, because I also like these stories, this kind of story. So, but visually, really good, well acted, plot twists, and lots of sub characters. Really enjoyed this show. Definitely not disappointed I watched it, and may watch it again in the future. So for me, Netflix, this one, and Queen's Gambit has been their best show they've put out yet.
Yeah, both of those were really good.
So those are my top picks for Netflix series. And until next time, let us know, have you seen this one? And if you see this one and you've seen Queen's Gambit, which one did you like best? That's the curiosity, because this one's much bigger, but I'd say Queen's Gambit was better acted.
Yes.
And a better, more fun story. It's just more drawn out. But let us know in the comments down below, and until next time, we'll see you on the channel. Bangkok!